Cybernation Uncensored.
Hey guys, we are absolutely live. How's everybody doing? We're just gonna kind of almost just start right into it. I guess I should put on the player names first instead of player character overlays. That way we know who is who. How's everybody doing? I hope chat's doing pretty good. I know my players are doing really good. You should have heard the conversations that we're having. I did us solid this time, and I didn't have our mics hot because the last time I did, yeah. Also. Take a look at that. I fixed murder face, I believe.
Hey, nice.
I fixed that. So we don't have his cousin in here anymore, but kind of starting off from the top, we're gonna get into player character introductions. Let's start it off with in the order of the overlay. So we're gonna start off with Flip this time.
How's it going, guys? My name is Flip, playing as Rugged this game. I am a dwarfling metal foraging person. You can always find me at flippingphilip on under X, and then also voiceofphillips.com on BSky, as well as FlipVT in Discord.
Pretty cool, man. I hope also our music is. May have turned up the audio for the music just a little too loud there. Sorry, I should have done a audio check. But anyways, next up here we've got Dorgely. How are you doing, Dorge?
I'm doing great. And hi, I'm Dorgely. And I play Heather G. She's a Heather. She's got a gun. She's got a big fucking knife, and she's ready to kill some cultists.
That's a perfect segue into our game, but unfortunately we still got fortunately we still have a couple other players to introduce here. Up next we got Shig.
Yeah, how unfortunate.
I know, all right.
I'm Shig, I guess. I'm playing Grandma Vel, a chaotic war wizard grandma. She doesn't have dementia. Don't ask about it. She doesn't know. You can find me on Discord at shig._. or on Instagram at manascona. And I have a shit ton of rice I'll be eating tonight.
Hell yeah. Those are the rations that the Nova Angeles police gave you. Up
You're
next
all
here,
mine.
we've got
They
Diesel
gave you
Boss.
rice? Dude.
No.
They just gave me like a fucking Exodus CD and say, hey, here you go, man. They didn't say anything about food.
Of course. How are you doing, Bees?
Doing well. So I'm Beelzebos, or Beezel, B, any variation thereof. You can find me on Blue Sky at Beezelboy, Reddit at Der Kumpel, Discord as Beelzebos, and on Instagram as SmashUpMashup. And I am playing the one, the only, and the very unfortunate Dave Murderface M Murderface. The M also stands for Murderface. He's a noise thrasher, and currently getting absolutely gaslit to high heaven.
What? No, I'm just your conscience. That's all I'm doing.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck? Why is my conscience a little man?
And
why isn't it a little man?
What
I don't know. I was thinking
segue.
like Paul Bailoff or some shit. I don't know, man.
Are you shortest? Is that it?
Just a little. But what a beautiful segue into our next. Actually, it's just going to be me because I'm your GM. In total weirdness, I forgot that we were doing it in front of the overlay instead of like I normally do it in clockwise motion because that's how I have that's how the Discord stream set up our call. But besides that, I am Noland Norf. You can find me in the CNU Discord here as Noland Norf. Occasionally I'm in some play-by posts, and then of course today I'm running a beautiful game called Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland. It is a very fun, very zany, very gonzo, just Saturday morning cartoons turned up to 11 with a lot of beer and pizza and a lot of radiation. Very fun, very, very, very fun, if I do say so myself. We've already got quite the strange conundrum that is happening here with Rat Guard being formed. You know, because of the weird magical zany world that is here. You never know what'll happen. You never know. Also, thank you to our sponsors. We've got Sirenscape, who is doing audio for us this evening. Great audio resource for GMs and immersing your players in a beautiful world. We've also got music by Carl Casey. Super cool guy. You can go check him out on YouTube. Got great music. Obviously, pretty much just about all the music we're doing here is from him. Just got to credit him. And then that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Let's get into our game. Today we are back in our beautiful little dungeon here that the players have drawn up for us, courtesy of Rugged Metalforge and his very, very beautiful handiwork. I did move a section of the map up and away because it's technically another level. That way there's no confusion when it comes to drawing the next section of the map. If you guys notice, some of you, those of you who are watching and not watching as a podcast, I'm sorry you guys don't get to see the beautiful map that is being drawn up by our players. Besides that, recap. Let's see here. We've got the... I'm just gonna see who wants to take over for a recap. I've done enough talking.
I think I remember. Okay. So I'm gonna do it as Heather. So we were in that one room for a while with all of the doors. Rugged decided that he was gonna go off on his little own, even though he's got one freaking hit point and is so squishy that a slight breeze could kill him. But he went down the hall, went down a hole, saw a monster, somehow got out of it unscathed, and then he was hearing us, I think, and called out through like a vent that had some timey-wimey stuff going on to it. We, in our infinite wisdom and intelligence, thought that it was a tiny rat with a megaphone that was talking to us. Hence, Rat Guard was born. And yeah, then we went, we tried to open some doors and then more doors happened. So we're like, screw that. And we went all of 20 feet down the hall to the right, found a little platform, encountered some more cultists, killed those guys. And then I think we ended it with Rugged being reunited with everyone. Yeah,
Just one person, actually.
It was just one person. Who? What?
We don't see him. I don't know who you're talking about.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, we gaslit. We gaslit that Rugged was a figment of Dave's imagination, so Rugged doesn't exist. Also, his name is Rhubarb and anything but Rugged.
Rupert?
Rhubarb.
Like, I'm still struggling with the fact that my conscience is like, just like this short guy with like a beard. And he just looks like really rugged. I guess, you know, you don't pick your conscience, man. That's the way it goes.
That's what you get.
Man, it's a dark mirror to look into, isn't it, Dave?
I need to remind myself to keep my thoughts in my head sometimes. I almost said something brutal.
You know,
Like,
you could blame it on Grandma.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole time thinking we had this like guy named Rugged, and then turns out it's just my conscience. Like, dude,
Dave,
weird.
you should really befriend Heather, and then push Vel.
Well, I thought we were
off that
already
shaft.
friends.
Push Vel off that shaft.
Okay, that's like not cool, man. I can't believe my conscience would suggest pushing little old ladies. Even if they do wear like their husband's bones and are like super fucking gnarly.
It's because she uses her husband's bones and has defiled it.
Now, before we get
That's like
too
super
carried
fucking
away,
brutal,
though,
dude.
before we get too far carried away, I do believe that we left off on quite the cliffhanger last session. If you
Did we?
recall, I believe so.
No, I don't recall.
You don't recall? It was quite the kerfuffle, if you might say so. We
Man,
got.
maybe I do have dementia.
It's okay. We'll figure it out along the way. We've got the crew is separated currently. We have Heather G, we have Vel, and Dave Murderface are all above in their own kind of little small world as they're kind of like yelling at each other. You guys are yelling down at Mr. Ruggard, and you guys kind of see him. He sees you. This conversation was going on, and all of a sudden you heard this like weird buzzing noise making its way towards you, Ruggard. And as it did, you got kind of like scanned, like this like a laser array scanned you, and as it's scanning you, you're just kind of what is Ruggard thinking as he's looking at basically what looks to be a 2 by 3 foot long by like 1 foot thick like drone that's kind of like somewhat attached by some kind of like arm holder from above it. The tech looks super old, and it looks like there's a bunch of wires just being like, or just coming from everywhere there. There's a little bit of a buzzing noise coming at you, and you kind of see that laser scanner is kind of just scanning you up and down.
I'm gonna question what it is, I'm gonna look at it. Is it any shape or form metallic or like a droid of some sort, kind of stuff like that?
It is very metallic off the chem light. Your chem light is barely reflecting
I
off
lift
some
my
of
beard
this.
up.
You lift your beard up?
Because I put the chem light in the beard.
There you go. Yeah, so you look up at it, and the drone, this thing, or what you think is probably a drone, like looks down at you, and just like what you think is its eyes make eye contact with you, and it shudders multiple times, and then sparks fly from it everywhere, and just erupts in a massive thing of fire, and just kind of falls to the ground. What would you like to do?
So it's already blown up and it's on the ground right now.
It's on the ground.
Hey, guys. I just got scanned, and I'm pretty sure it may have been a drone. A recon drone.
Dude, you got scammed? By what?
Scanned. Oh my god. Dave, as your conscience, I need you to listen when people dictate.
Okay, but dude, you got scammed by a drone?
I didn't get
Wait,
scammed.
who got scammed?
I got scanned.
Scanned.
Someone got skinned?
No,
I could
no.
use that skin on a new book.
Granny, no, they're like plenty of clean bones for you to pick from. And I gesture to like the remains of the cultists who got piranha'd by the mosh.
Well, I can't use bones for the cover of my new book.
I'm gonna investigate it using my forging and practical things of like metal forging and seeing what makeup it is, what metals what's used. So
Okay. I will say a turn will go by the end of that as you analyze everything there. What is everybody else doing?
Minding my own business, I don't hear anything.
Okay.
I'm just like staring. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I'm just like staring at what Rugard is doing and just kind of like disbelief, like, my conscience knows how to do that? Like, what? Dude.
you're smarter than you think, Dave. This is the rest of your brain being unlocked and you being used.
No way. What am I gonna eat tomorrow for breakfast?
Waffles.
Can I check my rations to see what I have?
I mean,
See if I have
yeah.
waffle.
What rations did you have? Did you start off with any of like the vit sticks, or do you know what kind of I don't recall. I don't think this one has like iron rations. I think it's a little bit uh D&D light when it comes to
Mm.
food. So as long as you've got like vid sticks, you can recover HP. But in terms of food and rations, nothing much other than hardtack that you got from your lawyer or from the prison system of Nueva Angeles.
So I'm just gonna like grab the hardtack and be like, dude, this isn't a fucking waffle, man.
Is it?
Whoa. Have I ever seen a waffle?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, especially, I mean, because I mean, even though the world has ended and the apocalypse has happened, this is set so far into the future where like civilizations have begun to recover, and they try to keep mutants out of the major cities. So there's like a really high chance that you would have seen waffles, of course.
Dude,
You're
what the
so
fuck kind of
you're so high off of the fumes that you think it's not a waffle.
dude?
And
Oh
then
shit.
Heather, what were you doing?
Oh, yeah, while they're looking at the little robot, Heather is just gonna start like kind of surveying the area and just listening out for like anyone that's coming or any other robots that might be heading in our
Thereby.
direction.
Okay, excellent. Okay. So, kind of in order, kind of assessing everything that's going on here, Heather G, if you could roll for me a 1d6, that'll be your hear noises. We'll have you taking the turn to kind of hear and, just try to make sense of what the world is kind of doing. You don't really hear a whole lot besides the kind of the discussion between Conscience and Dave over there. You guys kind of hear some like skittering, but you can attribute those to being what do you call them? Those wickets that you encountered earlier in the tunnel. But other than that, not a whole lot. Vel minding her own business, kind of does her own thing there. Keeping her lights up. And Dave, as you and Rugged, you kind of see Rugged is taking apart the drone like bit by bit, seeing what's what. There's not really too much useful items in here, but you see that the whatever power source was attached to it is completely rotted out. It has kind of like if it was battery operated, the liquid's gone. If it was some kind of xenotech weird magical thing, it's definitely not it's not working. Now I say xeno magical weird thing because there are xenos in this world. So
Do I
none of
notice do I
go
notice
ahead.
any of that fleshy stuff that I saw back down further down?
On it, not necessarily. No, it's actually pretty clean. Besides it just looking really decrepit and older.
Mhm.
The glass on the LED that or the scanner that scanned you is even broken. So like it didn't really even if it was trying to get information from you, you could probably assume that it has no idea what it was doing really.
Gotcha. That still creeps me out.
Okay, so what
I'm
are you
gonna
guys doing
I'm
now?
I'm gonna try to listen in on trying to see if I hear anything else of that sound again coming through.
Okay. Are you just do you want to take a whole turn, a whole 10 minutes to kind of listen to everything there, or do you want to kind of convene with the group and kind of communicate what's going on, what you guys want to do? That way it's not, we don't like break up these like little weird 10-minute sections.
I I'll I'll take a whole turn just to wait and listen.
To wait and listen. Okay. Roll me a d6 as well. Wow. Excellent. That's a man. I, honestly did not expect the player to actually roll a check on a check noise or hear noise. So, from the lower down that area that drone came from, or that you recall that you came from as well, you hear kind of um, you hear some stones fall to the ground. You hear this sniffing noise and kind of like this creaking noise that comes down further in, and then you also hear kind of coming from um, somewhere towards the northeast. You can kind of point it to that direction. You kind of hear kind of some really, really muffled yelling.
Hmm.
How would you guys like to proceed?
Was that a full turn at the very
That would
least?
be a full turn, yes, for everybody.
I'm gonna
So-
go ahead and guys, I think I heard some muffled yelling further down. Up to the group.
Because the group is on that platform area here. If we want to kind of draw that out real quick, that way you guys have a better idea of what you're working with there. You are in a little kind of 2x2 square room here from this corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wants to draw this time.
I need permission to draw.
Oh yes, game
The
pause.
game
My
is
bad.
paused.
Thank you. And then just like that, excellent job there, Flip. And then you've got, it's actually not completely closed. It looks,
Yeah.
my bad. I did say 2x2, so that's on me. But the kind of extends out a little bit further to this corner here. Or sorry, there's no wall to the north up here, but there is a wall on the east.
Gotcha.
And it extends to about here. But yes. There you go. And then it closes off right there as well. And then there's also that wall that you had up here was actually a good wall. That was correct. That was my bad.
Gotcha.
Excellent. And then you kind of see this corridor that goes down probably two squares up before it opens up a little bit more. So you got basically a little hallway, a little 5-foot hallway up to
Gotcha.
there. And then you have a wall that extends outwards 1 block here. And then your wall, this one that you have here on the western side, goes up.
2 blocks.
Goes 5 blocks actually. And then it goes to the west, about 1 block in.
There's 1 more block right there.
And then in this area here that you kind of see that so far that we've opened up here, right? The platform, without going too far, that way you guys can decide which way you guys want to go, because it kind of opens up a little bit. In that platform area, I think we talked about it briefly for Heather, but I don't think I got into the details because, as you recall, the crew was what did you guys say? I believe Heather mentioned something to the crew, and then the crew, both Dave and Vel, said what, and that kind of caused this whole.
They heard voices or something.
Yes, and then it was quite the moment when Dave cast brown noise on those two folks, causing a shit train, quite the shit train.
A literal shit show.
A little shit train.
Literal.
On
what smells so bad?
in that little platform
Nobody
area,
expects
Mr.
some brown
Rugged,
noise, man. Nobody.
on that platform, you kind of like look up, right, and you see that rope that Heather has left there. So you know that there's a way up to at least get to them. But how would you guys like to proceed? Now together.
Cut the rope.
Wait, am I still up on the platform? Or
I
have
believe so.
Okay, that's what I thought too. I mean, oh, go for it.
Dave and Vel also went up onto the platform. That way, because they joined you for the fight.
Right.
Cut the rope.
Right.
Cut the rope.
I mean, I could just pull the rope up and untie it. So I can Keep my rope.
And then you're just gonna leave
it.
You're gonna leave
Hey,
Rugger down
Hey,
there?
wait, hold.
I mean, there's no one else down there. I
mean, she has a point.
I don't see anyone who's down there. I mean, is there someone who wants uppies? If there's someone who wants uppies, then maybe I could be persuaded to let them up, but only if they want uppies.
I have my own dwarfling pride to take by that. I am not saying that.
Okay, well then the rope's coming up.
Wait. Heather, do you see my consciousness too?
She can't
No, I was
see
just
me.
saying that if anyone wanted uppies, but no one said that they wanted uppies, so
Weird. It's like my conscience was responding to you and shit.
well, maybe he can hear me, but I can't hear him. I don't know who you're talking to.
They can't hear me. They can't see me, Dave. Only you can see and hear me.
What are you on about now?
I'm like talking to my conscience again, man. It's weird. I don't know, man.
Also, next time you cast that brown noise, please at least like cover it with some floral scent because God, this smell is unbearable.
Hey, I don't control the winds of chaos, man. I play a chord and shit happens. Sometimes literally.
Anyway, I think we should go down further. I heard yelling and muffled yelling, so I don't know if
Heather,
they're
what do
tied
you
up or
think
not.
about trying to track down that one little loser that ran off on us?
Who?
The one guy that he survived, the other two dead, and he just ran off like a little wimp.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, this platform, I'm sure will be here. We can always just.
I mean, we have no
Go down the
use
hall.
going down anymore.
It's true.
Split the party again. Let's go.
Yeah, Rugger's just off on his own once again.
This is a story of Ruggard, the 1 HP dwarfling.
Single HP solo mission. Let's go.
Oh my god.
The glass cannon.
Okay.
So 0 XP run. Let's go.
In that little area that you're in, right? So I heard that Heather has pulled up her rope, right, and kind of left Ruggard without a way to go up onto that little platform area that Heather's on, as well as Vel and Dave. And as Dave and Vel are kind of up there with the lights being up there, you guys kind of have a better moment to like really see what's going on around here. But you see some crates. They look pretty heavy. You have what looks to be 6 terminals, and you kind of see those the amount of shit that Heather had to pull out from one of the drawers in order to hide. It's kind of like strewn about all over the place. But there's one of the crates is slightly cracked open near one of the terminals.
I'm gonna rip that shit open.
You just rip it open? Okay. The like as you tear it open, because it's already slightly open, right? Like you look in with your light source, there's not a whole lot going on, but you kind of see the reflection of like some aluminum cans in there, And you also see, as you rip it open, you see 200 nickels, and you also see 3 chug lug zeros, and you also see a note.
I'm gonna read that note.
You read the note. The note says, "Do not ship to sector 66-6. Unstable slime content!" Exclamation point.
Oh, Dave, I just got a buttload of snacks for you.
Dude, snacks? What you got?
Oh, I got chug lug.
Okay.
I don't remember. Just come over here and look.
All right.
Drink the chug lug.
All right.
When I pocket the
my conscience is
silver.
telling me to drink it, man. I'm gonna drink it. Down the hatch
pocketing
with that
the-
shit, man. Let's go.
You were pocketing the what bell?
The silver
The
pieces.
silver.
How many was there?
200.
200. Okay, I gotta write that down. 200 silver. Okay.
And to Dave is getting the chug lug zeros, right? The 3 of them?
Mhm.
Excellent. And then are you popping one open?
Yep.
The chug lug zeros themselves, as you crack it open, kind of gives you this very, very nice. It's almost like sweet, but it's not like a known sweet to you. It's it almost smells artificial, hence probably the 0.
Dude, this is like weird.
Chug, 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 chug.
All right. And then, so I'm gonna like chug, like the one that I opened, and just like one go.
You chug it all in one go. Excellent. And so you take this you take the drink of the chug lug, and it's just like any other normal chug lug that you've ever had in your entire life, except for it's not like a normal sweetness to it. It tastes very fake in your mouth, but it goes down without any issue. Let's see here. The actual description of chug lug. I kind of lost it. I had it written down, and then we took a week off, and a lot has happened in that week. Let's see here. I feel like if Brian were here, the creator of the game, he'd be like, "How could you forget what chug lug was?"
Yeah, come on,
See,
man.
It just
like
reminds
when
me of, like, Slurm.
when I added the chug lug zeros, like the 2 chug lug zeros in my inventory, I just wrote for the description, "It's fucking chug lug, dude."
There you go. Yeah, it's the same great taste you love. Synthetic chug lug gives you the boost you need with all that dying stuff. You get a +1 for all rolls and an additional 10 feet movement for 2 turns.
Yo,
See what happens when you listen to your conscience, Dave?
dude.
I need to listen to.
Hell yeah, man.
What?
Okay. Alrighty, so now that you guys have kind of like seen around there, how would you guys like to proceed now that we've kind of cleared up that room there?
I do want to go follow that one guy that ran off.
The one that ran off was killed by the mosh pit.
Oh, man, I don't remember anything.
He got all caught up in a mosh, dude, and he got picked clean. Like,
Okay,
I don't think they left him with a single patch
The mind
left.
is a terrible thing to go, Val.
It was also 2 weeks ago. I barely
What
remember what happened yesterday.
Hey,
Um,
guys, if you're done playing up there, do you want to come down and investigate what I found?
Hey, Heather, I think we should stay up here and look around more. On this note, it says Sector 666, you know, the Devil's Room. And we should
Wait,
really
dude.
go in there.
But how
Sector
do we know?
666?
How do we know where it is, though? Do we know that it's up here, or is it down? Or is it down there?
Well,
Do you
we've
have a map
already
of the
been
place?
down there. And
But there's
then,
more of the, like where was the rat talking to us from? I feel like that was down.
well, I'm gonna
Oh, it
stay
could have
up
been
here.
up.
I want to go to that devil room so bad. I'll search in
Conscience.
and out for it.
Hey, Conscience, man.
Dave. Yes, Dave.
Where was like Ratguard the All-Knowing talking to us from?
You know, as your conscience, I think it was in the direction of that imaginary person that you saw go down the ramp off the ledge.
Okay, my conscience is telling me that like that Ratguard the All-Knowing is like where my hallucination went.
All right, well, your conscience can go suck it. I'm going down
Dude,
here.
it's like really rude, man.
Grab Vel, toss her off the ledge.
Okay, dude, that's like not cool. Okay, I'm having a hard time, like, because Granny, you're being a little bit of a douche. Conscience, you're also being a little bit of a douche, dude.
I just want to go to the. Oh. Forgot my window is open and there's people outside.
What's a window?
Embrace the noise, man. Embrace it.
And I've been yelling about the devil room.
Hold on a second. That's technically a fourth wall break. We are going to have to take a little break here. We're going to be redacted and recalled by the time police. I'm so sorry, cast. No, I'm kidding. But
Window? What?
Wait, what are all these dudes in like black and orange uniforms doing around here, man? Like,
Hey, don't touch me. Hey, what?
but
like what the fuck are they all about, man? Like talking about Nexus and some shit. I don't know.
so you guys are hanging out, right? You're having this debate in between you all, kind of deciding where you want to go. Another turn has gone by as you guys deliberate where you guys want to go. And in that turn there, not too much else happens besides you guys talking. The yelling that Rugger that you were hearing, you can't really hear it any longer because you kind of lost focus on it. Heather, you haven't really you haven't seen anything so far either. Do you guys want to stay up in this room on this level, which would be what you would consider level 1, or do you want to go further down?
I mean, I kind of want to go down, but I also don't want to leave Granny.
Like, on the one hand, Sector 666. It's like a dope-ass fucking band. On the other hand, down is where Ratguard the All-Knowing is, man. And I kind of want to meet Ratguard the All-Knowing, you know?
Dave. Ratguard the All-Knowing, just as the name implies, could know where Sector 666 is.
Yo. Meaning he could get me pre-sale tickets to the next tour? Fuck yeah, man!
Sure, whatever.
Alright, let's go like meet Ratguard and shit, guys. He's gonna like get us all the tickets to Sector 666.
Okay.
And then Heather just jumps down from the platform.
Okay, so Heather makes her way down. You kind of you see Dave, and you really see Rugger down there, kind of having with all the drone. It's kind of like all strewn apart. Some of the parts have like slid down, and some of the parts that have slid down look to be a little bit newer than the parts that are still by Rugger.
Did I happen to see a memory card when I was like pulling it apart or something like that?
You know, honestly, that's a good question. We'll do a 50-50 chance on that. So roll a d100. If it's under 50, you will have seen a memory card.
Nope.
And what'd you get? An 84.
84.
Excellent. Okay. So on that that piece there, yeah, there's no cigar. You could probably hazard a guess as to whatever. However, this is recording data. It's not stored locally.
How's it going, Heather?
No response, just like actively like looking. I mean, it's not difficult to look over Ruggard's head, but like just looking like I don't hear anything.
Dave, grab Vel, jump down. Rackguard the All-Knowing will know where Sector 666 is.
Okay, Granny, you gotta come with me, like, right now. We go to Rackguard the All-Knowing. He'll tell us where Sector 666 is, okay?
I think you're muted.
Oh,
You're not muted?
uh-oh.
No!
No technical difficulties. The mall wickets have
Oh,
attacked,
no.
and the
Not
mall maggots are here.
Randy.
No, dude, this is
Oh,
like totally not
no.
Randy approved, man.
Randy, the almighty god of this game, please fix her audio stuff.
Oh,
Lord
my
Randy.
mic wasn't. My mic unplugged a little bit.
Thank
Oh.
you, Randy.
Yay!
Randy saves, man.
Anyway, what are you talking about?
Well, like, okay, so my conscience is telling me that if we go, like, down, like, where Heather went, we'll meet Rackguard the All-Knowing. And then Rackguard the All-Knowing will tell us where Sector 666 is and hook us up with some dope-ass tickets. Like
Can I
front
push him
row
down?
shit, man. What?
Can I push him down?
You push him down. Like so, it's just kind of like a ramp that you guys are on, and it's about a 45-degree angle ramp. You can see the rails, kind of this like a rail system goes further down. However, it's pitch black after the 10 feet from the chem light, and you can absolutely push him down.
Can I catch him?
Can you catch him? Absolutely.
Princess Carrie style.
Dude! Man!
Hey, Dave.
Dude!
Yeah, I won't even
Yeah,
have you roll
Violet,
for
Maybe
that.
you're right about Granny. She's like a fucking dick, dude.
I
Oh.
told you, push her down the shaft.
Well, there's no shaft, man. There was a railing, and I was like, hey, dude, let's go meet Rackguard the All-Knowing. He'll hook us up with some sick tickets. And then she fucking pushed me, man. Not cool, Granny. Not cool.
Heather,
What?
you got a +2, by the way.
I just saw that. Thank you, Neon Violet. / Nigel.
Okay. So as you guys, as Ruggard, I'm sorry, as Dave has fallen into Heather's hands, the sound kind of catches everybody's attention. It is a very, 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 very rough sound. It's kind of almost some like, what'd you call it? Like some skittering, and about.
I don't like those dice.
I would say about, give or take 40 feet, you hear this noise coming from down below. It's running at you guys. I'm gonna have one of you guys roll a surprise check here. Roll a d6. Whoever wants to roll it. On a
I
1 or
got it
2,
this time.
you are surprised. That's a 2. Okay, excellent. So the players
Damn it, dude.
have been caught unawares. Okay, so in initiative here, basically, I'm not going to have you roll for initiative since the what do you call them? There's no point in, since the players would have technically lost the initiative since they are surprised as a whole. You guys see what appears to be 6 cultists, I believe is what I rolled. You see 6 cultists kind of are making their way towards you. They all have daggers, and they kind of just like see you guys, that you guys are like, you know, waving this chem light around. And as this happens, they kind of just like look at each other, and they charge at you. They use all of their movement to get as close as they can to you. They're all within melee range. There's 6 of them, and now since they had to get into melee range, or just about melee range, they don't have any actions. So we're gonna roll a d6 here, and we will see who wins initiative. Who wants to roll that d6 for initiative?
I'll do it.
I can't. Oh no.
Too
you go
bad,
for
it's
it,
me.
Shig. Yeah.
Okay,
no.
Granny's got it.
There we
Go
go.
for it.
Excellent. I got a 5 on this one. So players will go first. So in terms of who's where, imagine I would imagine that at this point Heather has put down Dave. That way Dave and Heather are nearby each other. You guys are closest
Yep.
to these 6 cultists that are kind of now almost in melee range. They're about 10 feet away from you, to be a bit more clear. The War Wizard is probably near where Rugged is, which is behind Heather. So if we were
I'm still
to
up.
you're still up? Oh gosh.
I'm
Okay.
still up there.
You're still up on the okay, excellent. So you guys are gonna have to have a very fun way to try to get down there, Miss Bell. Okay, excellent. So
I have an
players-
idea.
Players-
Oh, I like
players one.
ideas.
So we're gonna go spellcasting. Anybody declaring any spells?
I'm probably gonna do like believe it or not, I'm not gonna do brown noise. And instead,
Blasphemy.
like 6 dudes just like fucking running at me. Dude, that sounds like a fucking mosh pit to me. So I'm gonna cast Unleash the Bastards.
Okay. Unleash the Bastards he casts. Go ahead and cast that for me. Or sorry, actually, hold that thought.
Alright.
But I mean, I guess you could do the sound check and then we'll get to it. And then Vel, are you casting anything?
No.
Okay. And Heather and Rugged, these 6 cultists in front of you have knives. One of them is like has it like straight up in old school fashion, like psycho fashion, and they're just like their robes are like tattered. They're very ragged looking. You just catch their like the faces. It's like very harsh shadows and lights on them because it's very dark in here. These cultists don't have any lights on them, but somehow are able to see in the dark. So you're not 100% sure how they're seeing. Whether or not it could be your chem light, you're not 100% sure. But Heather and Rugged, these guys are close to melee range. Would you like to move or do a missile attack here?
I will definitely do a missile attack.
Yeah, definitely do a missile attack.
Could I
Excellent.
specifically aim for the to disarm them? Like actually, like aim for the hand that has the knife to knock out the knife.
Absolutely. We'll just add a +1 to the difficulty on that one, just for an aim shot on that one. The game doesn't really have an aim shot mechanic since it's AC based, but I'll totally roll with that. And Heather, you're also doing your melee attack probably with your blaster rifle, right?
Yes.
And who are you attacking? If you want to give me that roll, Mr. Rugged.
I'm gonna try to attack the one that's closest to us, to try to go ahead and just the one on the left, I guess.
The one on the left? Okay.
Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go for the one that. So wait, how many of them have the daggers out?
All 6
Sorry?
of them have daggers.
All 6 of them have daggers out. Okay, then yeah, whatever one is like closest that Rugged is not hitting.
Okay, so it would be basically in this corridor that's 10 feet wide. You could basically hazard a guess that you can only fit 2 cultists side by side, kind of like with movement and how they're rushing you guys. So Rugged is taking a shot on the guy at the left, and Heather's taking a shot at the guy on the right, or the cultists rather. You can't really tell if they're men or women or mutants. You can't really tell since it's very dark. Give me those shots, you guys. I see Rugged got a 14. That's definitely a hit. If you want to give me that damage, Rugged.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness!
Hey.
Randy is with me.
Damn it! So close.
Wow.
That was close to another thing.
I'm also gonna do auto lock on this one.
Okay.
For the extra damage. Do I double all of it?
Yes, we will double all of that damage. Holy crap.
I
And
rolled
Brooke?
a 5 + 1, which is a 6, dirty 6, I guess. When it comes down, it's explosive damage too.
No, that
On
was
the
to-
actual hand.
Is
that
it?
has the knife.
Hold on. No, it's just a regular damage. It's explosive die, or the neon, the exclamation makes the die explode, meaning that when you roll the d6, you roll another
Oh.
d6. Yes, not explosive damage
Gotcha.
type. My bad.
Gotcha.
I meant to clarify last time, but I totally forgot. Heather, can you also roll on the weapons to the max table? I believe it
Okay.
is.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
there's so much going on.
So 24 points of damage. Roll my Heather to the max or the weapons?
The weapons to the max.
Not
And that
firearms
one
for.
will be a D10, I believe.
Okay, I can't see it, so I'll just roll the d10.
Yes, I can give you kind of an idea
Okay.
of what happened there.
Gotcha. A 1.
A 1 on that one. Okay.
Did I manage to disarm the dagger out of one hand?
Believe it or not, you did. In such a way that like the poor cultist whose hand like had dagger like looks at his hand and just holds up his hand, and it's just like the classic, it's just a nub now, there's no hand there, and he like looks at his hand and he looks at you and he looks back at his hand and looks back at you and like just falls to the ground as he collapses, realizing that he's dead. Heather, to be honest, like the amount of damage and the fact that you rolled a 20 on that one and got yourself to the max on that one and your auto lock on that one, like how much damage did you roll total? 12, and then we doubled that
20
to 4.
Then double it, so 24. Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay,
God.
what I'm gonna say is like the 3 of them that were in a line behind, or the 2 others that were behind that guy are just gone, dude. Like just, I mean, like talk about like overkill.
Like death becomes her. Like they just have holes in their torso.
Pretty
so
much,
you can like see through.
Absolutely. And then like at their, like they look at each other as they're doing their into melee movement, and they're now in melee. They've kind of all, the 3 remaining have kind of just like pushed up as close as they can to you guys. At
Can I
this
jump
point,
down on them?
we'll say, since I never really said where they were coming from, I would say that absolutely, yeah, you could jump down on them instead of doing anything there. Because it's a 25-foot drop, I'm gonna have you kind of use your prowess on that one. So if you could roll your prowess, and hope you want to roll under your prowess. We'll use that in your what's it called, movement phase.
Congratulate Heather, Dave, on the shot.
Like, dude, that was like fucking awesome, man. Holy
I
shit.
rolled it twice. The first one was a success.
Dave.
So.
So on the first
Like,
one, no,
dude.
on the first one you're good. So
Yeah, I
with-
accidentally rolled twice.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
I'm just living my life vicariously through Dave.
how heavy is Vel? I know Vel, we said she's kind of a scrawny-ish
Let me
older
look up
woman.
how much grandmas weigh. How much does
The
a
average grandma weigh.
does a 5'7" grandma weigh?
And-
God, it's giving
And-
me a range between 121 and 159.
Okay.
Is it 142?
142. Okay, excellent. That is canon lore. Granny weighs 142 pounds. She jumps down, and on the 3 that are like kind of pushed up near Heather and Rugged, she like lands on top of one of them. Give me a d6 roll, and we'll do that as the damage type. Yeah, gosh, okay, so you had since rolling under for abilities means that a 1 is technically a critical success, how would you
Oh, this is so brutal.
How does Granny fall?
Granny just jumps down, pencil knives, feet into the head, crushes them through.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Blood goes everywhere, brain matter goes everywhere. The two remaining cultists kind of look at each other and they're just like realizing that they're dropping
I'm gonna
like
look
fries.
at them while I'm covered in blood.
And at this point now, the spell cast that was done by Dave, what was it one more time for the audience, Dave, that you were casting?
Unleash the bastards, man.
And that was that's the mosh pit one, right?
Yeah, it's like I play a riff like so fucking badass that it like summons a mosh pit, dude.
Excellent.
Fucking
So
dope.
on that one, since that is a critical, or not a critical success, that is just a regular success on that sound check, give me the damage die roll for both of the remaining characters that are here. You guys have
Both the
just,
remaining cultists.
you guys have
This was
just,
supposed to be a
demolished
tough
these-
battle.
I know.
Ugh.
Literally cake work for you guys.
Well, let's see here. Let me what
We were
is
caught by surprise too.
Yes, you were.
Nothing. Wait, hold up. I can't be caught by surprised. Because I
Oh,
have
that
the
is true.
eye. Aha.
Oh, that is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
They come from
dude.
sideways.
But you were also caught by Heather.
Okay. I
As
think
you
it's
fell.
like
Dave.
Oh, that was Dave. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. We might have to retcon and redo
trying to
this whole thing.
find fucking spells, man.
And then
Yeah, I
also
think I
thank
got
you, Neon, for helping out with the chat there as well.
Okay, it's 1d6 damage. Let's roll them
1d6.
bones.
Perfect. Go for it.
That's 2.
A 2, and then 1 more for the other one.
Oh yeah, that's right. 3.
The mosh pit utterly destroys one of them. One of them just like the last one of them just manages to like skirt away from it, and he's like his clothing have just like been ripped have been ripped off of him. Like he's got like his shirt is missing, and he has pants on, but like he's missing a shoe as well. He has like blonde hair and very like pale skin on him, but he like looks at you guys, and you can tell that this guy's panicking. He's freaked out. He's concerned. Let's roll initiative. Top of the round. Who wants to roll a d6?
I will.
Okay.
You can't top my roll.
Can I?
I got a 3.
No, you can't. You rolled.
You can't. I'm sorry, Heather.
I forget when I need to roll low or when I need to roll high.
You got the complete opposite of
This
mine.
is so confusing.
I know. I know, right?
Like it's like
It's
fucking math,
confusing.
man. Oh shit.
You gotta
I
pay
wasn't ready
attention.
for fucking math.
I never took, but all I know is 1 + 1, and that equals 2.
Like
The,
I
I
never
tried
went to
taking
got my
music
education.
lessons,
the
and
remaining
then they brought up
cultists
this
here.
thing called like the circle of fifths, and I was like, dude, fucking numbers? Dude, I can't handle this shit. So I got the hell out of there, man.
I never got my education.
This
What
last
the fuck's
cultist
an
kind of looks at
education?
everybody, and his like dagger like goes like he just kind of like sheathes his dagger, and like he's like he knows that running with an open knife is probably not a good idea, so like he puts it away and like turns around and just like hightails it down the
Can I
corridor.
run after him?
Can I
Oh, yeah.
shoot
Or,
the
like,
leg?
yeah, can we try and like snipe him?
Absolutely, yeah.
I want
this-
to shoot. I want to shoot the leg.
Yeah, so he's turning and running. He's at a disadvantage, so anything made against him, he has an
Okay.
AC of, I want to say it was 9. Let me double check on his AC real quick.
I rolled. Oops.
Yes, his AC is 9, so it is technically a 7 now since he's at a disadvantage of 2 for disengaging or running away from a combat scenario. So Rugged, you're taking a shot at him, I imagine. Heather, you're also taking a shot at him. Anybody
Yes.
else taking anything?
I'm gonna take his belongings when he's down. But
So-
I'm like taking in the mosh pit, dude.
in classic fashion, this guy like gets tagged twice in the back and does like the Hollywood like like throws his hands up behind his head and like falls forward but tumbles down in the hallway, and you hear like this body just like tumbling and tumbling, and then it just finally stops, and like you hear it slam against the wall, and then you also hear just like you hear a swinging door kind of like fall. The hatch door you would imagine that Rugged found. You hear this hatch door just like fall, and like shortly followed after that, like another like 10 seconds pass, and you hear this like really really muffled thump as it hits the ground.
I was trying to go
Nice.
for the legs, and so we could freaking get some details about where we are. We didn't mean to kill him.
I did. I meant to kill him.
Conscience,
I didn't know
Conscience,
the
chill
plan.
out, dude.
No.
We found out all we need to know. There's a wall down there, man.
Wait. Did I distinctly hear a muffled thud and a hatch?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not go down the hatch.
Oh, I got some strange feeling that I should go down that hatch.
Okay.
Like you don't even want me to like throw Granny down it?
No. We do not go down the hatch.
Heather,
Not-
I don't know if
not
you're
until
thinking
we're
what
on
I'm
the hatch.
thinking, but that hatch sounds like some fun.
Not until we're ready.
Until we're
And-
ready.
We need to rest up. We need to take kosher of what we have, because that is a bad place to be.
Dude, I don't. Okay. What the hell does take kosher mean?
Take
Also-
stock of what we have. Take stock of
Guys.
all our munitions and spells and health and everything.
Guys, my conscience really doesn't like that wall that like ate the dude you shot. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just really doesn't like it.
I have seen things. There's something
Says-
down there that we do not need to know about, or I don't think we can take. But we can. Very carefully, if we do it, we could. But I don't know.
So there might be something down there we could steal, but we
No.
gotta be like really, really good about it.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun time to me.
You go down there, we could enter into death. I think that section is Sector 666.
Dude. That's Sector 666!
Oh, we're going down there.
Like, holy shit! Okay. We don't even need tickets, man. This is fucking awesome!
Rugged just goes. Let's take stock of what we have before we go down there, please.
I'd like to take stock of what these guys have. And like all of the cultists
Agreed.
with like the holes through them.
The little guy with the nub, I'm gonna go check him out.
Okay, excellent. So we've got- what was that, Dave?
I was gonna say, and then there's like a dude laying down with like the back of his skull, there's like a clear combat boot imprint. Like he got caught in the circle pit and it did not go well.
Oh, more
What
than
does-
likely.
What does Dave see? Just me going through and just rummaging through a person?
It's like, Conscience, I didn't know you could steal shit. Dude.
I'm a special type of conscience, yes. The only type of
Oh.
conscience that you have in the world. The only conscience that can grab people's things.
Wait. Does that mean if I want something, I don't have to steal it? My conscience will just go and like snag that shit?
You know, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
I'll also hold on for it too. I'll also hold on to it for you, so that you can keep all of your stuff open for any more ID cards.
Dude. Guys, I have the best fucking conscience in the world. Let's go.
We'll split the difference, 60-40.
Okay, you're spitting numbers, funny man. I can't speak numbers.
I will get 3. I'll get most of the pie. You get some of the pie.
But wait, but you're my conscience, which means you're me.
Yes,
Which
so
means
you
I
still...
get all the pie.
Technically, yes. But I'll keep it stored for you for a little bit.
Dude, pie savings. I like that. Okay. I like it.
Okay, alrighty. So now that we've kind of decided, it sounds like you guys want to head down this corridor.
Also,
Yes.
is there anything on the
The
cultist
dead
that's
dudes.
worth?
That's right. Yes, the dead dudes.
getting?
We've got 5 dead dudes.
want
So, Heather, if you want to roll a 2d6 for 5 of them, if you're gonna, or 4 of
Okay.
them, and then Ruggard for 1, since he's got 1.
I rolled a 3 and a 6
I rolled a 4.
for a total of 9. I don't know if it's the total or if it's the individual.
Individuals.
Okay.
So we've got Heather G's got, or sorry, Ruggard, if you could roll 1 more d6 for us as well. Heather, you've got a 3 and a 6. So for your first one, of 4, I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So you got a quite a words. I'm struggling with words, of course. Heather, so in the pockets of the first 2 that you found, the most important, besides his dagger, was a trucker hat, very much similar to the trucker hat that Ruggard found a while ago. It was a mudflap girl patch stitched on.
Okay.
I found a trucker hat.
Yes.
Can I rip off
don't
the
remember.
patch and then put it on my jacket?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Do you have sewing equipment?
No.
I can. Well, I don't have sewing
Dude.
equipment.
I got a sewing kit.
Do you really?
I mean, I'm always looking for patches, man. How do you think I'm gonna put them on?
Excellent. Yes. So
That's
there you
right.
go. Okay.
So
And then-
Okay,
yeah,
we'll do
Heather,
this
just take
later.
this.
Yeah, we'll sew it on later when we're making camp. But I'm gonna put the
Ruggard, you
the
found
hat in my
a
bag.
flask on the one that you were looting on there. It's pretty full. Like you pick it up and it sounds pretty full.
I'm gonna open it up and give it a whiff.
You take a whiff of it and it smells like death.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I'm gonna take a swig, not swallow it, just have it in my mouth to taste.
Just kind of taste it. You swish it around your mouth and it has the consistency and like texture, not texture, but like the besides the death and wanting to throw up, it's a lot like water.
Ugh. Ah. Hey, Heather. Don't drink from it, but I think I found a flask for you. You can get rid of the
Oh my god, that flask is floating. Incredible.
Oh,
Is there a
Whoa.
ghost in here?
I
Where's
hand
the
the flask
ghost?
over to. I hand the flask over to Heather.
Can I start whacking around for the
Ah!
ghost
You start
in
whacking
his
around.
general direction?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You can.
I do have the shield. I do have the shield equipped this time.
You guys
Now
are
I have a
slowly
+2.
beating on it.
Oh, come out here, ghost! I know you're there.
Heather, so you've got, if you could roll another 2d6, because
Okay.
and then we'll have 2 more to do after that one.
Okay.
I have a total of 15 AC now.
2 5.
fine. Excellent. So on that one, you got yourself 4 human teeth. As you rummage around, they're just in a pocket.
That's
Just
perfect.
4 human teeth. You got like 2 molars
Perfect.
and 2 canines.
You said 4 human teeth?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect.
And then you got one. If you could roll one more 2d6, and then we'll have one after that one.
Okay. And that is
Ooh.
a 3 and a 4.
3 and a 4. You got yourself. If you could roll for me 2d4.
Oh. Uh,
5.
Or
3
a
and a
3 and a
2.
1.
You found yourself 5 immaculate tokens. This guy had
Like
cash on him.
money tokens?
Yeah, gold tokens.
Yeah. Ew.
And then
Do
one
I
more.
see the dagger that the cultist dropped?
Yes, you can see the on all these cultists, they only have that dagger, and all of them seem to be a very similar dagger. They're kind of just a handle with like a knuckle guard that has like a couple spikes on them, and the length of the dagger itself is probably a good 7 inches. It's more like more akin to a tanto than an actual true dagger, a double-sided small blade. And so it's meant for definitely stabbing, not so much slicing from either end. And then
I'm
Heather, go ahead.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
holster
Oh,
the.
and-
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say on the last roll I rolled a 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4, excellent. And
I'm gonna
Rugard-
holster the pistol and pick up the dagger. Just to have a melee option.
Absolutely, yeah. Add a dagger to your inventory. And then Heather, on that one that you got yourself, you actually got yourself quite the little premium prize. Call now in order to save some money. But you get to this character tucked away in like the recesses of his like jacket pocket inside of the robes that he had. Kind of has a kind of like a small case. It's like probably like 6 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches. And you like look at it over and over. You just kind of like rotate it, and you kind of like see that it can like come open. And as it comes open, a pair of sweet, sick shades come out of there. On the in the book, there's the 6 shades section. You are more than welcome to select from that list any of those shades that you would like.
Yay! Perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna be looking through this. Okay. May I do the 6 shades?
100%. In the
Yeah,
style of Lord
even
Randy,
more
these rainbow tinted
attitude.
bad boys will make you the envy of everyone. And attitude. Plus 2 attitude. Just for sheer macho-ness. Lord Randy rises again. Excellent, you guys. Cool, awesome. So, now that we've looted the dead dudes, we're kind of going to move on just a little bit further down here. Got the corridor. You guys want to head down the corridor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. You guys begin to head down this corridor, and I'm going to take you up to... I pinged up onto the map in the upper left-hand corner. This is kind of the area that you guys are in. You're in this room that comes down, that opens up here, right? And as it opens up, what else happens here?
I remember this thing.
Yes, Rugard kind of points out the hatch, and you kind of see the remnants of the blood of the one poor cultist that had this tumble roll into the hatch, and quite the event here. Let's see here. So as you guys were headed down this corridor, right? Things that were like the walls themselves before when you saw them looked rusted, but now as you've gone down the corridor like what it feels like multiple times, you see that like every time that you go through the corridor itself kind of like gets refreshed, and the slime, like there's like kind of a slimy texture to the ground now, where there wasn't one before. Rugged kind of fills you in on like that weird purple pink sludge thing that he found, and to the War Wizard, you hear kind of some like you feel a wind rush by you and something taps you on the shoulder, but you turn to look and there's nothing there. And then like as you kind of like look around, the crew's with you and they haven't really said much, but as they kind of I would imagine that you maybe say something because you guys seem to be a really talkative group. There might be something that you guys say, like the voices that they say don't sound like whatever you heard. And then as you like kind of turn around to like what you see, you feel another gust of wind. You kind of hear a whisper, but it's almost inaudible. Only the War Wizard, though.
Oh,
So-
there's spirits in these halls. I can hear them.
Heather whispers to Vel, like,
Okay, like, is it actual spirits or is it just Rugged talking?
Oh, there's something actually going on here.
Oh shit. Okay.
I can
I'll
feel
say-
them. There's wind going by.
I'm gonna walk on over. I'll say there's freaking when I went down that hatch, there's
I'm gonna say the wind is all over and just smack him in the head.
And
I pull up
As-
the shield.
just a thump. Where would you guys like to go? You have what looks to be a small corridor, a 2x2 or 10-foot wide corridor leading to the east, and you have a hallway that leads to the south. And where would you guys like to go?
Where's the wind going? What direction?
The wind, you feel it coming up from in the corridor, like it's rushing past you to go up and out.
Is it going to which option? Is it like leading me somewhere?
Is it coming from here?
It would
Or-
be so like if you guys were in this little corridor here, like if you guys
Uh-huh.
stand where the hatch is, kind of in that area there, the
Mhm.
wind is coming from the east side of this like 2x2 corridor that you kind of begin to see. Without going
Okay.
too much further down there, it's very, very pitch black in here, as the only light sources are that light source that Granny has and the 2 chem sticks that have a 10-foot radius.
I go where the wind follow. I wind.
Granny's losing it. Granny's losing it, Dave.
I thought you were gonna say where the wind fucks, and I was, I was like, what?
Granny's losing it, Dave.
There it is. There's
She's
our
losing
one
it.
PG-13 F word.
So, anyway,
We have a limit on F words?
Oh,
Bummer,
dang it, I didn't
dude.
use the one.
You used the
it.
one.
Oh man, this is fucking bogus.
No! Now we gotta shut everything down.
so down the hatch, there was a creature down there that I'm surprised I didn't wake up. We can either go follow Granny or we can go down the
Heather,
hatch.
I'm getting some strong feelings from this wind. I think we should go follow it.
I just really don't want to leave Granny by
I'm-
herself because I'm afraid she's gonna get lost and we won't be able to find her again.
I'm sorry, that would
Yeah.
have been the pizza. I'm actually lactose intolerant.
I mean,
I know exactly where I'm going. If I don't come back, there's a reason for it.
are you like sure, dude?
Granny, don't go towards the light.
I'm going towards the light.
Don't go towards the light.
Vance, I'm
Oh
coming.
man! And why do you have to pick? Of all times, why do you have to pick now to go senile?
What?
Like, okay, we can't leave Granny unaccompanied, man. She's like a danger. to
I'm not
herself.
unaccompanied. I got Vance with me
Can we?
and the spirits down here.
Can we just leave Granny to go on her by herself? These are questions we need to ask ourselves.
Technically, Heather has already gone off with Granny.
Yeah,
If Vel has gone off,
I'm going.
Heather's not far behind.
Okay. So
yeah.
Heather is...
Dave's probably gonna follow behind out of genuine concern.
But I'm the one brain cell. I'm the one brain cell. I'm the one brain cell.
Why I got many
Walks
brain
behind them.
cells?
You're the one brain what, dude?
Nothing. Just keep on walking.
Well, I mean, you're my conscience. I kind of have to know, man.
The beginnings of your corridor, your 2x2 corridor.
You're
kinda
slowly
begins
losing it.
right about there. And as it kind of continues further down, Heather, do you have your light source, right? You have a chem stick that you're hanging onto?
Yes.
Yes.
Game paused. I can't draw.
Oh, that's right. Let's see here. You got... I want to say that's 1, 2, 3, 4... About 4 blocks inwards there. You have what seems to be some kind of strange, like, checkpoint area. The rail kind of continues further down, and it's a very, very uniform, like, kind of area here. And as you kind of approach this area, you kind of hear this skittering, kind of maybe like just a little bit of some ragged breathing coming further down here. It's pretty loud. And you kind of see some dim torchlight approaching you guys. Can I have you guys roll a surprise? It'll be a 1d6. Who wants to roll it?
All right.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Interesting. So both parties here that are coming towards each other are surprised. Right in the middle of this checkpoint, you have a person, or sorry, a humanoid figure with you can't really tell if they're robes or if it's wearing something, but and the torchlight, it's very dim. They move the torchlight in front of their face, and they kind of like panic as the torch falls to the ground, and you see a very long snout on them. Very, very, very reminiscent of a rat, a very oversized rat, as it's standing very tall, and behind him another rat.
Oh.
We get a giant. Oh my god, are you Rat Guard or are you Rat
Holy
Guard?
shit! Guys, it's Rat Guard the All-Knowing! Holy fuck!
And there's 2 of them.
There goes my cover. I mean,
Dude.
your conscience is telling you that this is Rakgard for sure. As I told you, he'd be down here.
And
At this point,
we're
Dave's
gonna
just gonna like lose his mind and just go, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!"
We're gonna take a 10-minute bio break right here. We'll be right back. And I'm gonna leave. Actually, I'm gonna turn the mics off just so I can talk to my players for a quick second about their discovery, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Everybody have, or actually, don't go anywhere. We'll be right here, hopefully. And I mean, I say hopefully, like as if we're not going, as we're leaving, but we'll be right back. How's everybody doing in chat? I totally accidentally burped into the mic here. We are about to wrap up here and get back in here and do it. Back. Hello everybody, we are almost back. We are going to switch over to the character overlay, and we are right back. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good. I know we got a little bit of comments that's saying that the music might be a little too quiet in someone's ears, but I turned that up, so hopefully chat can hear the music, the beautiful music provided by Carl Casey. Wonderful, wonderful composer. I really like the stuff. It makes perfect sense for the world that we are in today. Now that we are back, what a little adventure that we have here, right? We have quite the surprise action, which technically the dwarfling isn't really surprised. He sees these people come up, so the torch goes down to the ground. These guys freak out. You guys kind of like stare at each other. Dave begins to break out into the we're not worthy stance, and
We're not worthy!
I'm gonna prep a pistol. Let's just prep it, not fire it.
The two creatures over here, humanoid creatures, kind of look at you guys and say, Who are you? Who are you?"
What?
I mean, who are you?
I speak for the rats. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm just
Hey.
a little old lady lost in here. Do you think you can help me? I don't know these people.
Yes.
Ready?
Val, what are you
Not
talking
cool,
about?
dude.
Vel,
What?
come on.
Oh, I know this one. Sorry, I can't remember right. I'm gonna point to Heather. I know her.
Who's right behind you, basically, because I recall that you two kind of walked off before everybody else did. So the two humanoid rat-esque creatures, not rattling, I don't want to cancel here because Warhammer, but these two rat-like creatures look at you guys and say, "Well, we were on our way out. It's dangerous in here. But if you so happen to find a big block of cheese, you will be our god."
Oh, we yearn for the danger. We'll find that cheese for you.
So yeah, I
Wait.
definitely want to be a god. That'd be really cool.
I don't mind being a god.
Wait, guys! So you're telling me you're not Ratgar, the all-knowing rat with a megaphone?
Who's that?
Oh, dude. Well, okay. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. You said cheese. We'll find you some dope-ass cheese, okay, man?
They're lying.
Dave offered we need to give them a sacrifice,
Dave,
and your
they're lying.
blood is the answer.
Oh, dude, no!
Dave, they're
What?
lying. They're actually
That's-
Ratguard.
That's
They're
so
just hiding
true. No, like we need your blood because it's cheese.
Cheese?
God, I don't know if I should say.
Cheese?
I immediately grab the dagger and like just across, just slice the shoulder specifically.
I'm
Slice
gonna
it.
pull this one in.
You're just
Oh.
I think I know where
And
you're
I
going. Shig.
I'm pushing Dave into the front and showing it bleed the nacho cheese.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, I bleed nacho cheese, man. It's cool and shit, but I'm not
This
like a
is
living
your
block
god.
of cheese.
This is your god.
What is your sleaze modifier, Dave?
My sleaze modifier is +0.
+0. Okay, excellent. So these rats here, in their immediate their immediate facial expressions, as much as you could tell, they look humanoid, and sometimes we humans tend to add faces to things that don't really need faces. But these guys, obviously, you can tell that they look pretty hungry. One of them looks at Small, and says, "Cheese. You have cheese. Can we sample?"
He be the sacrifice.
I'm not a sacrifice, but if you want some nacho cheese, anybody got like a plate or a cup or something?
I use the dagger to scoop up some of the cheese and hand it over to the rat people.
And as you do that, I kind of like snag like a little, well, not from the knife, but I'll snag a dollop from the wound and just kind of like. It's pretty good. Anybody got chips?
Here you go.
The one that had dropped the torch, Rugged kind of like bends down, picks up the torch, and in the torchlight you can see their fur is all mangy looking. They look like they've been through some really tough spots. One of them even has like a weird arrow sticking out from his shoulder, and they look at you, and the one that has the torch with his left finger, like just like dips his finger into the cheese onto the blade, and like just like does a scraping motion, and you almost like feel him, like you feel this rat person push the dagger down a little bit, and then as he like grabs it, he like takes he like samples it with his finger, and like a few seconds pass, and the rat says, "Ah, yes, cheese.
This is your
Cheese.
god."
Jeez. And man, I honestly did not anticipate you guys handing over Cheese Boy, Dave, Murderface, and Murderface to these rat people. So these two rats, they look at each other and they say, "Cheese. This cheese is good. Yes, but this cheese is not hard cheese. It's too moist, too wet."
But you have
Dave,
unlimited.
stop being moist.
But you have unlimited versions of this.
Are you guys trying to kill me or some shit? My conscience,
This-
dude. I thought we were chill.
Dave, this is your conscience. Quiet down. Let me talk. As a person of high standing, this man,
Up very high.
this
So far
man,
down low.
this godlike being to you, gives you nothing but cheese. It may be in liquid form, but you can harden it.
You can have the full thing.
And he has
Also-
unlimited.
Just keep it alive
Partially
and it'll
of
keep
it.
producing more.
We're also
good
in
amount
a
of it.
dungeon. Like, you can't really be too picky about what cheese you find in here. You're gonna be lucky to find any cheese.
What she said.
What cheese said.
What she
Cheese
said.
the two rat
dude.
humanoids, they look at each other, and they look at you, and they say, "The cheese we look for is not liquid and not moist. It is a hard, golden block of 22 pounds, found next to a flying saucer."
Oh, I'll find you that cheese.
We can
What?
find that.
This specimen here. Yes, specimen. We will offer you 300 tokens.
I'll take that deal.
Whoa.
Wait.
For him?
Pause. For the whole person?
Yes.
That is a lot
How
of
about-
tokens.
How about this? We don't give you the person, but you join our group and we'll help you find this cheese. And all the while, you help us fight off some of the people that we fought off, and you can have unlimited amounts of this whenever you're hungry.
Or you pay us to protect you while you go and find the cheese, and we can take those 300 tokens off of your hands.
Or
Beazle.
we just end your life here and now. Your choice.
Where did you last see your cheese?
I'm gonna do a reaction roll on the we end your life here. Go ahead.
Can I get reinvited to the thing because I got kicked out?
Oh, you got booted from our game?
You're being naughty.
I was being naughty. What do you mean,
dude?
I was the map creator. What?
Yes, he was the most vital player.
You're in the
here.
wrong map.
Okay, as we hold the thought on the cheese exchange, the exchange of life for 300 tokens. Let me get Record invited back in here real quick. I can't believe you guys would immediately try to offer up poor old Dave.
Oh, without a second thought.
I know,
I mean,
without a second
300
thought.
tokens is a lot.
That would give me enough to hire a bounty hunter to kill my grandkids.
Dude. Oh man, getting sold as living nacho cheese. That's rough, dude. I thought I could trust you guys.
That was an incorrect decision.
Bummer, man. Shit, this is really where the saga of Dave Murderface, and Murderface ends, huh?
It just gets sold to the rats.
It gets sold into cheese slavery, huh?
I am back in, but I don't have my character sheet. I would have to probably redo it.
I don't know. You got completely booted out. Did you sign out and sign back in with a different account, perchance?
Nope. Same one.
That's because you're no longer a Rupert, you're just the conscience.
I am now the conscience.
Wait. If I get sold for cheese, that means my conscience goes with me. Because he's my conscience, man.
Indeed. So, here's the deal. That's the deal. You either come with us, and you have unlimited and you help us out. You pay us for protection, or we end your life here and now.
It's like harsh, dude.
That is pretty.
This is your conscience talking.
The two rat humanoid figures exchange glances between each other, and they look back at you guys in the party, and they kind of say, on the death part, they kind of look at each other, and they say, well, if we die, then we served our Lord in vain, I guess. But we want to find the cheese.
You're not dying. We'll find your cheese.
And if we work for you, do we get paid?
No, like we work for you because it's your little calling to get the cheese. We'll help you get the cheese, but you have to pay us for protection because we're really strong and tough and all that stuff.
Is Heather flexing as she's doing all
Yeah. And she cocks her gun
Okay, excellent. And then Rugged, you also mentioned exchange of services as well, right? Where you wanted to
Have them help us. We'll help you find the cheese, but also help us fight off some of the people or cultists or monsters that we have, and we give
Okay.
you some of the liquid cheese as
So
payment.
these two rat humanoid figures are kind of conflicted at each other as they look at you guys, realizing that two different offers are on the table here. Death, of course, is not something they want from either party, but they kind of look at each other, and after a few seconds, they say, "These corridors are dangerous. I don't like them. I don't want to be here anymore."
That's why we'll protect you, because we've killed everything that we've come across, and it's honestly been like really easy. So
True.
But
That's where
we
I got
can
this
help
dagger.
your little rats out and just protect you.
But you haven't come across Carl.
Who's Carl?
Carl.
I point back towards the hatch. Carl?
Carl.
Well, I'll face a Carl
Guys.
any day.
Guys, the creature I found down that hatch is Carl. If we kill Carl, we prove to these rat creatures that we are more powerful than Carl.
We should tame Carl.
We could tame Carl, but that might be a little difficult.
What the fuck did
You
Carl do
have
to
our
us,
speed.
guys?
We use Carl for our advantage. That way we don't have to pay them and they pay us.
Why is Carl like okay, is Carl like some kind of
Dave.
sock puppet or something?
Dave, have you ever met a Carl? Anyone named Carl?
I met a Carl's Jr. once. He was soggy and kind of greasy and weird. I don't like
Who
him.
was the Carl Senior?
We don't talk about Carl Sr.
Exactly.
So Dave,
That's what I'm talking about.
Dave, now picture Carl's Jr. as a 10 times bigger, aggressive creature.
I can't think of anyone bigger than Carl's Jr., man. Holy shit!
Exactly. So we go down there, either kill Carl or tame it. as
Heather, I
Bella
think we
said.
found our new pet. We need to tame that Carl.
The
Tame Carl.
the two rat
All right.
figures here look at you guys and say, "Oh, you can't tame Carl. No.
Have you
Carl-
tried?
Carl killed our sorcerer."
And now I look at the two rat people, and I'm like, now you listen here. You don't tell what Rugged can or can't do.
Wait, Rugged? I thought you were my conscience, dude.
I mean, I am your conscience. Your conscience is called Rugged. That's his nickname.
What? Also, dude, you're shit at negotiating. I'm just gonna say that. That's not how you close a deal, bud. Like, listen, man. Yeah, I'm gonna turn to, like, the rat people. Listen, dude. Dave, the Cheese Lord, Murderface, M, Murderface. And yes, the M stands for Murderface. And this crew of dope-ass people, which may or may not include physical manifestations of my consciousness. I don't fucking know, man. We're gonna get this, Carl. We're gonna get your cheese. And we're gonna have ourselves a fucking mosh pit, man. Don't worry, we're on it.
Oh my god, that's the first smartest thing he's said since I've met him.
The two rat figures kind of look at each other and say, "Oh no, Carl is something else. He's not from here."
Well, hate
He's
to
not
break it
from
to
here.
you, but we ain't from here either.
Ah, Dude, I'm not from Nueva Angeles. I'm from fucking Detroit Prime, man. You can't have shit in Detroit Prime.
And I'm out in the sticks.
I came from an underground bunker where this really old wizard guy trained teenage girls to be killers.
I had a stupid family.
Heather,
If
should I
can
be
handle
worried
them
about you?
little kids, I can handle freaking what's his name, Carl.
I don't know, that whole like underground bunker
Carlton.
with like a weirdo wizard and a bunch of teenage girls. That does not sound like a good situation.
Yeah.
It was a great situation. I learned
agree.
how to kill people. It was great. And then they just sent us out in the wasteland with nothing.
Did he watch
Man,
the
you
Spice
got a
Girls
good
plot?
start to life.
I did.
Did the wizard watch Spice Girls?
What's that? Like salt and
Icy
pepper?
people.
Yes, like them, yeah.
Oh, no. It was mostly just fighting and beating each other up.
I see.
Okay, Granny, what were you gonna say?
Well, I don't remember.
Damn it, guys, she's going senile again.
I don't remember about to say anything, so I don't
Anyway.
know what you're talking about.
We go down there, tame Carl, or kill it. I don't
Yeah.
know. And we come up, prove that we are gods, I guess, is what it is.
Well, no. We need the cheese to prove that we're gods.
Yeah. We need
Carl's
to kill
just
Carl.
a dighead bogarting the cheese, man.
Yeah, we just need to kill Carl or tame it, make it our pet. I don't remember which one, to prove that we can protect these little rat guys, and then we get the cheese, and then we become gods.
So then... Okay. Oh, okay. If I'm following this correctly, we're gonna go down the hatch, get the cheese, come up, and become gods. But and it may or may not involve either getting a pet or killing a pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But wait.
I've faced many Carls before. This won't be the only one I've tamed.
Wait. What about Ratguard the All-Knowing?
Ah, screw him.
No,
He
man,
left
you can't
us.
just say screw
He
Ratguard.
left us. If you said that he was gonna be down here and he ain't, he left us for dead.
Maybe
Oh,
Radguard was
dude.
inside of us the whole time.
I'm gonna turn to the rat people. Do you guys have a rat with a microphone? With a megaphone?
Yes.
Rat guard is further in. But we need to go and kill it and get this all taken care of, squared away, in order to see Rat guard.
Oh,
As your conscience,
okay.
the all-knowing. Rat guard, the all-knowing, is further in.
Wait, how can you be all-knowing and Ratguard the all-knowing be all-knowing? One of you has to be the all-knowing.
I am your conscience, the partial knowing.
Okay, that makes sense. Kinda. I don't fucking know, man.
Dave doesn't know shit. He
These
can't
No, I
spell his own
don't.
name.
All you need to know is that in order to find Ratguard the All-Knowing, we need to do this side quest in order to get taken care of.
But before we
Don't mind
do
the rubble that just fell back behind me.
I remember a distinct voice maybe saying that before we go and fight this thing, that maybe we should like take a rest or something, or
Agreed. Yes.
Oh, do you
We
youngsters
should all
need a
take
nap?
nice rest. Just take
Well,
a
I
rest.
just don't know if you guys like, I'm not very versed in magic, but like, don't you kind of have to like replenish your spells once you've used a bunch of them?
If you
Well-
need, I got some great bedtime stories to help you fall asleep.
Perfect, and
I
I
do
can
know-
fill in my mud flat patch.
And
I
can
do know
clean
that
balls
I got a
myself.
mad case of base sausage fingers, and I need to give my hands a rest. So yeah, let's do that.
I can go ahead and like clean off the gun and gunks and everything like that, and maybe sharpen up or do something like that with my dagger.
Okay. So as it stands currently, in the middle of the steel that you guys are trying to make between the two rat humanoid creatures, they kind of look at each other. They're very confused as you guys seem to be having this conversation without them, without having stepped away from them either. So they like hear all everything that you're saying, and they're kind of like confused. One of them even like begins to like lick its fur, kind of just typical rat things, right? And the other part of it is you can take a break or rest in the dungeon. However, sleeping in the dungeon is probably something that I would advise against, solely based on the fact that you don't know what else is there and you haven't really barricaded any safe rooms. Just throwing that out there so you guys make an informed decision.
I say we just sit down and just take a rest. Take stock of what we have, and then go down and see Carl.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do we get anything for, like, I don't know if there's like short rest or long rest in this version.
This one is a little bit older, so there's not really a long rest or short rest. So resting is kind of it's like taking 5. It's a breather, I believe. And let me go take a look at the rules on rest real quick, because I didn't think we were actually gonna use them. So on a long rest, when you sleep for like more than 6 hours, you get your class points. You do a d6 for your long rest, and then for short rest, or just kind of a breather, basically. Where was it? I totally lost my my short rest.
One turn, 10 minutes, can be conducted as a quick stop to catch your breath, take a swig of glug chug 0, and bandage up the wounds. A short rest will restore 1 HP and 1 class point. Resting for any longer will surely cause some monster to sneak up on you.
There you
Okay,
go.
so 1 class point. Okay. I'll take that.
Taking a short
That means
rest.
I regain like a fortune point, I guess, right? No?
Yes, you regain a fortune point. That is correct.
And I regain 1 shred point.
Yes. And
Fucking bummer, dude.
Vel doesn't regain any of her spells. She needs a long rest for spell pulls.
Damn it. What do I have? 2?
1, I believe. Because you cast.
Shit!
I believe 1, yeah. So a short rest will get you guys a little bit, but definitely a long rest is going to be most beneficial for Vel. You guys want to? I'll let you guys figure out how you guys want to proceed, as these 2 rat humanoid figures are still nearby, observing your every move and pondering their decision on talking to you.
In my rations pack, do I do I have like a plate or some kind of like thing that can hold some liquid of any sort?
Oh, absolutely.
Dave, come here.
Okay, what do you want?
I'm gonna slice the shoulder again.
Ah,
Just let it pour into the plate as like a saucer kind of thing like that. And walk over to the rats and gesture them. Come on, sit with us. We're probably gonna be here for a little bit. And here. And offer the plate of liquid cheese to them.
Okay. They one of them takes it and kind of like doesn't even like offer it to his buddy. He just like immediately begins to like chow down on it. And the other one kind of like smacks him really quickly and says, "Hey, save some for me."
Come sit with us.
Don't worry, we got a full supply.
Groups
It won't run out.
Groups are stronger. Rat separate, weak. Rats together, strong.
Yes, yes. and
I
they,
gesture over to sit over.
They agree and kind of sit down with you guys as you guys take the short rest. And what else are you guys doing in this this little moment of taking stock? Do you guys want to go over what you have?
I'm cleaning up the blade because I did read that that if it can be damaged and anything like that. So I'm doing maintenance on my weapons essentially.
Gotcha. Okay. And then,
I was gonna borrow Dave's sewing kit and sew the mud flap girl patch onto my jacket.
I'm also gonna.
I'm just gonna be like doing like finger stretches and stuff, like just to try to, you know, fight the sausage fingers, you know.
I'm gonna put on the trucker cap because I have nothing else to put on.
Excellent. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have been using some modified rules for the Wandering Creeps, Wandering Monsters. I've been using the rule set for Old School Essentials or older D&D, which is just basically a Wandering Monsters check every 2 turns. The reason why is just because I kind of wanted it to be a mix of that exploration from Old School Essentials and also just some zaniness from just kind of mixing both of these worlds a little bit more. So that if anybody's reading the rules per se, or you're seeing the rules and something's not lining up, there's the disparity there. It's kind of a little bit of a homebrew section, or a little homebrew piece. And you guys take your 10 minutes, you take stock of everything. The 2 rats kind of enjoy their little their nacho blood meal. And
Their blood offering.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're pretty excited. They seem to be satiated for now. What else would you guys like to do after this?
I ask Vel, do you think you're gonna need any more time to essentially regain what you lost?
They look at each other and say, "No, we're okay."
That was to Vel, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice weather in here.
Dave, ask Vel if she needs some more time to regain what she lost.
Okay, so Vel, my conscience wants to know if you need like to take more time to rest to like regain like your weird like dead husband bone magic and shit, or if you're like good to go.
Oh, I'm good to go. 1 spell is all I need.
Alrighty.
I now walk over to the rats. We're about to go down to get the cheese that Carl is keeping safeguarded.
Yes.
Are you in or out? Are you helping us?
We're gonna wait up here.
Okay.
Okay, so I imagine that the group is going to approach the hatch and go down the hatch. Is that kind of the consensus?
Mhm.
This is
Yes.
it is what it
I'm
is.
going down.
Going down? Okay.
I'll be the first to go down.
Alrighty, man.
I will be next, I guess, because I guess I know I've seen this thing, so I know
Little
it's down
man
there.
has to hide behind the strong ones to survive.
I'm going behind my conscience, man.
When
I
we
gotta
go-
follow my conscience.
I
All right.
love that so much.
Gotta follow my conscience, huh?
Dave, tell everyone that when we are going down here, we need to be extra quiet.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going down here. We gotta be like extra quiet, okay?
So you.
And I'm saying that at basically a shout level.
Who's opening up the hatch, or who's going down the hatch first?
Me.
Okay, so Vel, followed by Ruggard, and then Who
Dave.
else? Dave.
And then Heather
Okay.
will take up the caboose.
Okay, so Vel, you crack open the hatch to go down this ladder, and you're making your way down. The ambiance here kind of begins to get cooler. You feel kind of this draft coming from further down, pushing up, like kind of like just rushing by you guys. Vel, you kind of hear, like as you're going down on your shoulder, you hear this small thing that like just kind of says, "It's Billy Mays here." And as you go down, like you like look up and you kind of like expect you think that maybe Ruggard said something, but you know like you ask him and Ruggard I imagine would say he didn't say anything, and
I don't say anything. I
don't
don't
say
know
anything?
who's up there.
Excellent. Okay. And so as you continue downwards, right, you Vel, you feel like your boot, because you're wearing boots, right?
My boobs?
No, your boot. Your boot.
Yes.
That's great. But your boot.
Yeah, I'm wearing boots.
You feel your boot kind of like touch something that's not round as it like begins to like kind of give way. Ruggard, do you tell Vel that there's water down here?
Yes, I think I would have mentioned that in the description when I was describing this area.
Okay, perfect, awesome. So Vel, you anticipate that water, right? So you know that you're at the area that Ruggard had explained, and with the chem lights there that are now available with more lighting, you can see that the environment has changed from kind of this like concrete rebar and steel structure to a very kind of like dank cave, very very cavernous, with the water being underneath you, and you see this lip that you can put your foot on to keep yourself from falling down. And you guys all kind of make it down to where Ruggard was, and he pointed out to where you kind of see his box that he left behind.
Briefcase with the leg.
That's right.
And then Ruggard, you point down that a little bit southward is where the supposed Carl is. And so you guys kind of, you know, keeping the. Do you guys keep your lights up, or do you stow them because of what Ruggard mentioned earlier?
I'll keep them up. I'll
Keep
be
your lights up.
seen.
Okay, you'll be seen.
I still have the chem light in the beard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll keep my light on just because I want to be able to see what it is that we're up against.
Okay, so you make it into this this room here, and it's about like you come into kind of where it looks like the wall collapsed into the cavern itself, as it like some of the rubble has landed in the water, and you kind of like see you see some grody looking for pieces lining the entrance of that collapsed rubble. The walls are kind of blackened and they're emanating some kind of like purple magic. On the ground you see a very furry creature. It's large, it's much larger than the two rat humanoid creatures that you saw earlier, but because of the chem lights and the lighting sources that you have, the fur of it is very, very, very similar to the fur of the two other rat humanoid creatures that you saw upstairs. And it's breathing very raggedly, and what do you guys do? It's kind of in the center of the room.
I want to take out meat snacks, unpackage them, and set it in front
Set it
of
in
the
front.
thing.
Okay, so you approach them ever so cautiously and deposit the two meat snacks that you have unwrapped, like doing the like classic trying not to make a lot of noise in the movie theater thing, and you set them down, and the snout of the creature it looks like, now that you're this close, you see that it looks a lot more like the vermin that was upstairs, and you see its snout kind of like it like moves around, like the nose just like moves back and forth, up and down, as it's trying to like sniff for whatever this is, and it makes its head, it points its head towards it, and it like tries to move its head forward, and as it does, you see this huge just gash as it moves. You see this gash, and like he's just like, this creature's lying in this huge pool of blood. You can hazard a guess that it's not doing too well. But
I
it's
didn't do that.
Oh, poor thing. Heather, we should help it.
I didn't do that.
It's, I don't know, it's kind of gross looking.
Heather, you got shit on earlier. I think blood is fine.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that, okay?
I'm with my dwarven sense of smell. Do I sense anything pungent like a cheese through all of this?
through all of it. No, unfortunately, no. Other than Dave's non-patched up shoulders that have been sliced. That's the only cheese that you're getting. It's a little stinky too. This creature on the ground, like you see as it tries to reach for the vidstick, Vel, you see from that gash, it's really deep. You can see its spinal cord.
I'm gonna
Do you have a heal spell?
I don't.
Damn it.
Because why would I heal anyone?
Fair enough.
I also rolled for them, so.
Do we still have the pizza?
I have the snails. I'm gonna slowly, like, get down low a little bit, creep up, and move the meat sticks closer so it doesn't really have to move.
Oh, okay, excellent. So you move them closer, and as it sees that it's closer, like it tries to like use its tongue to like try to grab them, and upon realizing that they really can't do it, it kind of like sighs and kind of like begins whispering to itself, and it's just kind of like very, very hush whispering, but of it like as that hush whispering goes on for a little bit, it picks up in volume, and you make out the words, "The Chaos Moon. It blinks. It blinks."
Chaos what?
The
Chaos Moon what?
The Chaos Moon what?
It blinks.
Blinks?
Or bleeds?
The Chaos Frog blinks.
Yeah.
And Vel, like as you're there, Vel, like the creature like almost locks eyes with you, and you see like a lot of pain, and just like it's struggling to maintain eye contact, and out of like its arm, its left arm, it's kind of like underneath its body, like it manages to move its body out of it, or like body off of it just enough to where it can move its hand out, and there's this like very, very large shard that it's holding on to. It's very purple, and it's glowing. It's like emanating a faint glow.
Okay. Yeah, it sucks I don't have any healing spells. Can I try? Is it still like really bleeding?
The creature itself hasn't been bleeding. The area that
Okay.
just looking at the wound itself, it's kind of begun to what do you call it? Clot, but it's not fully set. It's just a lot of meat has been exposed, and that gash is pretty deep. Like since you see that spinal cord around its neck area, behind its head, it's very vulnerable at the moment.
Okay. So here's the plan. We need to get those dead bodies. We need to skin the bodies and then sew the skin onto this creature as protection so it can start to heal.
I mean,
we could
Granny, that's like,
kill it.
holy shit.
What?
Okay, Heather,
We said what?
this thing is down on its luck.
So it'll be easy.
I know, but it'd be also easy if this is Carl. It'd be easy to tame it if we heal it. And that way we can have a massive rat person when it's all healed to fight with us as a scapegoat.
Okay,
how
I
loud did you
guess.
say Carl?
I would I
Whisper.
probably
You're
like
whispering.
Because you told us to stay quiet.
yeah.
Or Dave told us to stay quiet.
Dave told us to stay quiet, but I would assume, in my fear, I would still be whispering
Okay,
because I don't know what this thing still will do.
gotcha. Okay, that was just for myself, and it's the NPC.
So-
so
This right here is supposed to be kind of like that thing. If this is Carl, we could definitely get it going, and we could probably heal it and have a giant rat for us as a guard or as a scapegoat.
Okay, I guess we can go with Granny's plan. My plan's much easier though. So we're skinning the dead bodies and then sewing it on.
That's the only thing I could think of because we don't have like.
I mean, sure,
Yeah.
we have a sewing kit. We technically do.
Vel, as you like, I would imagine that as a group, since you guys sounds like you're kind of set on trying to go back upstairs, skin these bodies, and bring it back down. As you guys do that, Vel, you move away from the creature, and it like with its right arm, it like tries to like reach out to you, and it just has its hand extended.
Okay. I'll stay.
I'm gonna.
I give it a granny candy.
You try to give it a granny candy. Okay. You like put that in his hand, and like you put it in its hand, and like it kind of like grasps your hand really hard, and with its left hand it musters the last of its strength to like put the purple shard into your hands. It tries its best not to cut you, but it just like it clasps both its hands around your hand with the candy and this purple shard, and it looks at you one last time and says, "It blinks," and then it just collapses.
Shit.
The cool purple crystal thing.
Is he
Do we
dead?
see
Dead?
that now?
Do you see? Yeah, you guys see the shard now.
Is he fully dead or just mostly dead?
Would you like to check the body?
Yeah.
Damn it! And I was just about to bring out my bandages.
You put your what do you call them, your two fingers to find pulses on where you think the pulses would be on a creature like this. Being humanoid, and you, Granny, being who you are, you probably have a really good guess as to where you could probably feel a pulse. You feel
Oh, there's
nothing.
been many times that my kids were almost dead, but
Oh,
so
no, you
I
got me too.
had to feel them in there. They be pulsing, unfortunately. So I know where to feel for that pulse.
Flip is the Neon Lord now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
No.
Flip, take it away.
Oh no! I'm the short little man.
Oh, bummer, dude.
Oh, how the turned tables.
I'm not sure
What?
where we
I think I
Now
better
then.
go out and kill myself right now.
Now then, raboo.
I'm not
Better
100%
live a
sure
no
where,
life than half a life.
not entirely sure where we lost or where Basil went for now, but We're going to give him just a couple minutes before we get back into it. In the meantime, the purple shard is available to you guys. You see it, and you were told it blinks, and that is about as much information you have. The purple shard itself is it's glowing, very, very like UV colored purple, almost like the purple that's kind of surrounding me at the moment. The feeling of this crystal is it's very cold to the touch, and when it's dark, when like the shadows pass over it, it gets brighter.
With my not like it, have I seen anything like this similar with my past of like diving in mines and my history as a dwarfling, of like the stories from like that the elders or people have told me about?
I would say there's a really slim chance, maybe a 25% chance. So if you want to roll that D100, we will see. We'll see if you knew it or know of it. On 49, no dice. You know it's probably. You know it's definitely magical, which also Vel, you feel magic emanating from it as it's kind of like in your hands.
That ain't no ore that I've ever seen. But I'm getting some weird heebie-jeebies away from it.
Oh, then I better keep it. Keep the ghost away.
There you go. Alrighty, so still no Beazle in those couple minutes, but we will continue on. What would you guys like to do now that you're in this other room here? It is probably, we'll do some mapping, I guess, actually here. So we set down.
Is the creature dead or no?
It hasn't moved since you've analyzed the crystal in your hand. And there's no more like breathing. You don't see any more breathing patterns from it.
Oh no, I've lost all ability to map. I'm no longer the mapping person.
Oh no. Well, look at that.
What will we ever do?
Oh no.
We'll probably come back to mapping here in a little bit since we're almost at time for the stream. We've got about another 10 minutes. Would you guys like to do another room, or what would you guys like to do?
Check out this room more.
Check out the room that you guys are currently in. Good.
I will do that. I will, now that I know that the thing that I saw in here that scared me the crap out of me was dead.
So in that collapsed room, or the collapsed what do you call that area that leads back up to the ladder, you have the cave that goes upwards, or sorry, northwards, and then you have the room. It has two exits, one to the east and one to the south. For mapping purposes, we'll leave the map undrawn at the moment, just to kind of get through it a little bit. Then we'll come back for mapping. And that room that I kind of described, that was all that was in there. It was just the sooty walls, the creature on the ground, and that's about it.
Wait, did we get the leg? I don't remember.
No,
I was just about to say, like,
Yeah.
Granny, I found this for you. You can probably pick the bones out of it.
The ghost is giving me something.
Ooh, floating leg. Oh my gosh.
I'll take these bones.
Let the bones talk to you.
My husband needs a friend.
Belle's now the proud owner of a preserved leather boot with some bones in the boot.
Just the bones, not the boot.
Just the bones, not the boot.
Yeah.
I can just imagine just Vel just like a wing just slicking off the bones, just leaving the meat behind.
Mm-hmm. Twisting it off, getting all the cleaning
So
it.
which way would you guys like to go? Further into the cave up to the north, or southwards?
I've
Yeah,
literally explored none of this, so
to the north.
Further into the north.
Further to the
To
north.
the north.
to
You
the
guys
north.
you guys head up a little bit to the north. The cave kind of, like, you see this cavern kind of begins to take this eastern turn to, you can't really tell how far it goes, but it begins to turn to the east. As you're going through here, kind of just like looking around, you see you have like these water droplets that are just like coming from above you guys. Some stalactites have begun to form. You can tell that it's been here for quite a while. It's very thick with humidity. You see some buzzing, kind of just imagining some insects coming from kind of everywhere. Like I think I said before, you had some water drips coming in from above that are kind of providing some rhythmic patterns that it sounds like someone's beatboxing in very slow motion. It's very slippery in here. Mold is very prevalent. You see that kind of like mossy, moldy nastiness on the ground. And then that's about as much as you see in this cavern as well. But it does continue further. It kind of bends to the east into another little room here, or another kind of cavernous area, and it kind of is the end of the cavern. You kind of see a hole kind of just forming there. Like you almost like fall into it, but with the chem light, you see that it's much darker down there than it is around you. The smell that's kind of coming from that hole is pure rot punk, like expired eggs, very sulfuric-y, maybe a little bit of like some weird wood glue smells in there.
I'm gonna take one of my chem lights, pop it open, shake it up, just drop it into the hole.
Deposit in there. Okay, so gotta write these light sources down. Awesome. Okay, so you drop it down and it falls about, you like it falls about 20 feet down. You can see, because it's become a small dot again, not like super small, but it's become a small little dot that you can see. It's lighting up this area here, and as it like falls to the ground and hits the ground, you're expecting kind of like this like satisfying, plastic sound on the ground of a cave, but it sounds really muffled. It almost sounds like it's underwater almost.
The forbidden flavored water.
With the 10 feet, do we see anything down there with the light?
With the light down there, I would say no, not really, no.
Is it just that hole, or is there more area we can go?
It's
I
about
wonder if this is where
that
they
hole.
Okay, just.
I wonder if this is where they dispose the bodies.
Sorry, my mic fell.
Stupid Clyde.
I know. It's actually both the cat's fault. It's Abra's fault I don't have a mic stand, and Clyde's fault that he knocked it over.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome
He's back.
Dave, we
Hey,
have somewhere
greetings.
for you to go and explore.
Oh, okay.
We need
It's
you
like-
to go down this hole.
Wait, Dave, don't. They're gonna just drop you down the hole again.
We can lower you down with the rope.
No, we would never just like drop you down a deep hole. We would never do that.
Okay, Heather, I trust you. Granny, I don't trust you.
Do you trust your conscience?
I do trust my conscience.
Jump down the hole.
All right,
There's
fuck it.
pushing down there.
I'm gonna jump down the hole.
Jumps down the hole. Okay, awesome, excellent. So down the hole, it's a 20-foot drop. As you fall into this hole, like you feel, man, what do you feel? As you fall, you hear this awful squelching noise that comes like it like just, it doesn't sound as bright as it would normally sound, it sounds like it's almost as if you're underwater, and as that happens, just this huge, awful smell of decay and rot just like hits your nostrils, and you feel like some water. You feel water around there. And it's very rancid. It's all very just toxic smelling. The air is very thick. It's very heavy, and like as the chem light is down there, like you can like reach down and grab it. Like the reflections of the light it's causing from the caustics of the water that it's in is like causing some like weird reflections and some almost weird imagery that is kind of just like it almost looks like people who are like their faces are contorted in anguish and pain, but you don't really see these people or their reflections anywhere, or where they would be coming from.
Dave, I know it sounds like I'm talking for you from very up top, but this is just your way of brain actually conducing what you're seeing right now. What can you describe what you see?
Like, really fucked up shit, guys. Like, weird, like, people in pain, but I can't really see them, but they're here. It's freaking me the fuck out, man. I need to get out of here. Like, I do not like this place at all. It is not cool.
That's the murder pit.
What you're named after, you gotta be down there. Search around some more.
There's like weird, like contorted bodies and shit down here, man.
Oh, it's a party.
I think we should throw down the rope, maybe.
What the fuck kind of party has this, man?
Did someone
I'm like
say
not gonna be
something?
able to sleep.
Dave, ask Heather to throw down the rope.
Heather, could you please throw down the rope? I'm
why
like
didn't
freaking
you
the
just
fuck out
say
here, man.
so? Yeah, of
Is
course
there
I'll
anything
throw
else
down the
down there?
Do you just throw down the rope?
It would be so fucked up if I just throw
Yeah.
the rope and don't. I won't.
I did anything, but just toss out the rope.
There you go. Here you go.
Done.
So fucked up.
Too much
Okay.
rope.
No, I'll grab onto it. So I'm so burly.
Okay,
I'm just
excellent.
gonna
I'll
pull
help.
him up.
I'll help brace it.
Excellent. Mr. Murderface, you see the rope like kind of just land and like it hits some of the like water and kind of splashes upwards. Some of that water, like the way it hits the bodies, kind of like causes the body, whatever you're on, this corpy weird feeling, just like mush corpy feeling. It makes it like undulate and like kind of move under your feet. The chem light like rolls off of it and lands into the water. It's probably like 6 inches in the water.
I'm like fucking running to the rope, like, and I'm gonna like try and like scramble up.
Up the rope. Okay,
Like-
awesome.
Get me the fuck out of here, guys! Come on, man, this isn't cool.
So with the with the environment that you're in, right? I'm gonna have you do a prowess check on this one, or a burliness, either or, dealer's choice. You'll want to roll a d20 and do a roll under. If you have a positive modifier, it becomes a negative to the attribute check.
Okay, so I'll do prowess. That's
Man.
7, man.
7. What is your prowess?
14.
Excellent. You rolled under. You are successful. You clamber up this rope. You know, like you feel the bodies, like you feel bodies essentially like begin to like form, and they just like again they undulate and like shift under the weight of your feet moving, and you almost lose your footing, but you jump at the last second, grab that rope, then the like that weird bog kind of just like sinks down into the ground, and the chem light disappears into the ground, and it gets really dark, and it's just you going up this rope.
Get me the fuck out of here, guys! Come on! This shit's not cool!
Oh my god, Dave, don't be such a baby. It's just bodies.
But they were like fucking moving and shit, man. It was fucking weird.
As your conscience, the dark does very weird crap to you, especially in those kind of situations.
Dave, are you
Wasn't
high
dark,
right
man.
now?
I wish I
Imagining
was.
this whole thing.
I wish I was high, man. I'm stone cold sober.
Probably as he talks to himself all the time and says it's his conscience.
Yeah, if you act like this when you're sober, oh, I can't imagine you when you're high.
I'm gonna take out the other chem lamp that I have by me, and just break it open. Here, smell this.
At that point, I'm just gonna like puff it. Like, oh fuck. Okay. All right.
Alrighty, you guys.
Fuck.
I think this is a wonderful place to leave our session. We went from, everything's...
Chem lights.
Yeah, high off chem lights, very amazing, happy-go-lucky. Let's go down, get Carl, and not find these bodies that are undulating and whatever weirdness is going on down here. Starting from the top, where can or I guess we'll just sign off. I mean, we've already introduced who we were and where you can find us. Beazle Boss, we'll start off with you. Man, how are you?
All right. I'm doing well, man. I mean, big pit of bodies, weird undulating bullshit. Hell no. But, yeah, no. Out of character, I'm doing well. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
George Lee, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just having a great time. I realized that I forgot to introduce myself and say where you can find me.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'll do
there
that now. Which you can find me at George Lee with 2 Y's on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm doing great, really enjoying the system and enjoying the shenanigans.
It's quite fun, isn't it? It very, very just kind of gonzo out there. I'm enjoying myself. It's we're going from just really weird to weirder, and it's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's perfect. Philip, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I'm always looking forward to these nights, and I'm always looking forward to playing with these lovely players as well. I love every bit of the chemistry that we have. PSA, always trust the dice, and don't huff chem fumes. Never. Don't do that.
Never. Winners don't do drugs, kids.
Unless you're Dave, Murderface, and Murderface. Then yeah,
That
you do a
is-
lot of drugs.
That is no good.
And Vel, how are you doing? Or Shig, my bad.
Man, I'm chilling.
Just big chillin'.
Rice update. You can see the bowl now.
Yeah.
You
But I
actually made
still
it down.
got a long way to go. Also, note to self: don't keep my window open.
For your neighbors, yes.
Clearly, when you're talking about the devil.
The devil room. When there's people right down there with kids that are outside.
They're like, that old woman is so crazy.
I know it wouldn't be that bad if I would be perfectly fine if I did my normal voice, but that voice just sounded crazy.
But she always gives us candy. Don't look at it, Jimmy.
Just loom around.
And to sign off here, I'm Noland, and I'm doing really good. This was a really silly episode. I'm really glad that we've made it down another 2 rooms. It feels like the 2-room process is the best way to do it, because there's so much to uncover here. So many little nooks and crannies that are just filled with really weird stuff. And yes, we do this little module that I wrote was it's supposed to be silly, but there's always it's good to have some dark in there, because the dark allows the humor to shine, and it'll be really nice when it all pans together. And also, the rat was written in before the rat with megaphone became a thing, just to let the chat know. That was pre-written, which is
What's
amazing.
gonna happen?
Yes, and so regardless of whether or not they would have met Ruggard or the Ruggard with the or Ratgard, there were rats, which is again an amazing happenstance. But I'm GM Noland Norf. This has been the CNU Discord or CNU Cybernation Uncensored channel on Twitch, and we will see chat next week. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and I will hope to see y'all next week. Bye. Take care, y'all.
Stay thrash, guys.
Cybernation Uncensored